Go.
Good evening. My name is Hugh Knight, Effektmeister die Schlagschule, and tonight we're going to be continuing with some plays of the dagger. We started a few of those the last time, and we're going to pick up from where we left off. So right now we're looking at the plays of the Unterstich, the thrusts from below. And the first one we're going to look at is called the setting aside, I call it setting aside against the thrust from below. Of course, as is typical, the masters didn't bother to give these any names. The idea of this technique is pure deflection. This is unquestionably and without any argument an unarmored technique and not an armored technique. And the things that make it that way, or that make it clear that it's that way, are that I'm not attempting any sort of grappling. I'm not trying to grab or hold or constrain my opponent. I am simply displacing his attack and attacking in return. In a sense, in fact not in a sense, in a literal sense, this is an obsessive. It doesn't go by that name, but if we think of that as a generic term for a principle or a concept rather than a specific lexicological precise choice, this is an obsessive. Now in this technique, my opponent will attack with an Unterstich, and when he does, I'm going to step offline with the diagonal step to my left front, while at the same time bringing my dagger up and around. I'll displace and thrust. So the key to this is that my motion must be one continuous, unstopping curve. I'm not blocking. And that is the biggest mistake I see people make when they do this technique. They do this, and then they stab. What this is an empty displacement. Who wins in an empty displacement? Whoever moves first. If Joseph were to simply pick his dagger up, I'm dead. Okay? It isn't a block and a displacement. It is one continuous motion. Okay? One continuous action. Straight in. Now where I'm catching his arm is I'm catching him not sideways, but around and through. Look at that motion. It's around and through. Right? I am staying on his arm. I'm not knocking it aside and going in, because again, double kill, right? I am staying on and going through with my attack, right? There is no footwork necessary after the luka, after the step off line, okay? You can, if it's appropriate for the moment, based on length of measure. But technically, there's no specific reason to do so. One instant action. And I gotta stay on his arm because I'm trying to control him, right? Let's give that a go.